You've definitely heard of Rachel Ray and her work on the Food Network, even if you're not a huge fan of food shows. Her amazing journey starts with humble beginnings and culminates in a remarkable rise in the food industry. Despite starting her business with 30-minute meals in 2001, she has faced several issues since then. From her modest origins to her current status as a household brand, she has faced obstacles that have shaped her destiny. Our whole attention must be given to the unfortunate circumstances that have molded Rachel Ray's life. But first, we'll uncover the real story of Rachel Ray's journey by tracing her humble beginnings, which laid the groundwork for her extraordinary career. Rachel Daniela Ray was born on August 25th, 1968, in Glen Falls, New York. But her true culinary journey began in the bustling Lake George restaurants. Ray was raised in the aromatic bustle of her family's restaurant business, so she was exposed to all the sights, sounds, and smells of the culinary world from an early age. Ray's path to prominence was one of guts and tenacity rather than silver spoons. Ray's passion for food evolved as she made her way from her modest beginnings at a gourmet food shop in Schenectady, New York, to the bustling streets of New York City, where she co-founded the Agata and Valentina specialty food market. Ray's infectious passion and ability to simplify complex dishes won over millions of people's hearts and stomachs right away. While living in Schenectady, Ray was inspired to create her most well-known product, 30-minute meals. Ray's innovative approach to quick and easy cooking was highlighted on a local show. Ray became well known, received a book contract, and joined the Food Network as a chef because her audience adored her straightforward meals. Ray's popularity just continued to grow after that. Ray gained widespread recognition for her simple and delicious cuisine via her magazine, many best-selling cookbooks, and a string of Food Network shows. Ray's contagious enthusiasm and uncomplicated cooking style opened the door for the debut of additional popular shows, such as $40 a Day, Inside Dish, and Rachel Ray's Tasty Travels. Her widely syndicated discussion show, Rachel Ray, has garnered positive reviews from reviewers and won many daytime Emmys. In addition to her television work, Ray authored many best-selling cookbooks that were filled with her famous quick cook recipes. Ray, however, had higher goals. Her magazine, Every Day with Rachel Ray, was her first entry into publishing in 2005. Her self-titled daytime talk show made its debut in 2006. This very talented entrepreneur expanded into other product categories, including cooking and home decor, in addition to television. Most importantly, she has used her platform to make a difference. By educating families how to eat properly, her Yum-O charity seeks to eradicate childhood hunger. As Rachel Ray demonstrates a simple dinner preparation, you can't help but notice her unique voice. Ray's unique voice is a result of illnesses he suffered as a child. But did you know that? Since she was a little child, Ray has struggled with her throat. Her frequent bouts of croup, a common childhood illness, had left her vocal cords weak, making it difficult for her to talk clearly. By doing throat exercises and abstaining from voice-irritating items like coffee, Ray was able to overcome these challenges. Ray may have been out of the limelight in 2008 when reports began to circulate that she had throat cancer. For months, Ray's operation to remove vocal cord tumors was chronicled by the National Enquirer. However, these rumors were untrue. According to her agency, Ray had surgery to remove a benign cyst from her vocal cords. Ray's representative confirmed her health after the treatment and gave her the assurance that it would not significantly affect her work schedule. Immediately after her little setback, Ray returned to her normal Food Network programming and her talk show, Rachel Ray. Ray has a disease scar on her voice, but it hasn't stopped her. Remember that the path to Rachel Ray's distinctive voice was not an easy one the next time you hear it. Despite the fact that muggings in crowded New York City may not seem frequent at first, the statistics show otherwise. With 1,400 robberies reported in January 2024 alone, your chances of being a victim of a mugging in New York City could be higher than you think. Having been the victim of a double mugging in the heart of the congested streets of New York City, Rachel Ray is all too acquainted with this. In the late 1990s, Ray was living in Queens and working in Manhattan when he was mugged twice in a week. In both cases, the same individual was the offender. The assailant assaulted her in the convenience of her apartment doorway when they first met. Ray moved quickly and used mace as a last resort to defend herself. However, it didn't end there. When Ray discovered that the same attacker had assaulted her once again, she was astonished. This time, there was an increase in the attacker's aggression that led to the vicious and horrifying attack on Ray. She was dragged into an alley and brutally assaulted with a handgun, Ray said as he described the horrifying experience. Ray was profoundly impacted by the terrible occurrences, so she took the difficult decision to go to the serene Adirondacks in New York. There, when she longed for tranquility, she found refuge in running the restaurants at the exclusive Sagamore Resort on Lake George. When Rachel Ray, who is well known for her fast and easy meal solutions, decided to do Dunkin' Donuts advertisements in 2009, there was a huge controversy. It seemed like the ideal fit since Ray's brand is all about quick and easy meals, like getting a Dunkin' Donuts and a cup of coffee. However, when renowned chef Anthony Bourdain publicly criticized Ray and called her evil for promoting what he believed to be dangerous food to children, things took a turn for the worst. To further exacerbate the matter, some even went so far as to claim that Ray's scarf was an indication of Islamic radicalism. Ray was steadfast in her decision and persisted in defending her relationship with Duncan in spite of the response. In an interview with ABC News, she said that Duncan supported her charity, Yum-O, which aims to teach families about nutrition, and that the collaboration was consistent with her goal of promoting good eating practices. Ray responded to the criticism by saying, "I don't regret a thing, not for a minute," and she stuck to her decision in spite of the negative public opinion. When it comes to the public outcry, do you know that Rachel Ray's perfect family is hiding a sad and tense hidden history? In 2013, Ray's aunt Geraldine Domenica Scuderi died outside of Ray's home, igniting a family feud. In late November, Scuderi locked herself out and fed the birds while keeping watch over Ray's home. She attempted to shatter a window to get back in, but the frigid weather forced her to give up. The Ray family was devastated when her body was discovered the next day. Ray's cousin was angry and accused her of being irresponsible, claiming that Scuderi had not received her key. Ray's employment prevented him from attending the funeral, which further heightened the already smoldering hostility. But Ray's brother later defended her, claiming that no one in the family was angry over Ray's absence. Similar to her political career, her love life has been the focus of intense media coverage and baseless charges. The famous chef has faced criticism throughout her career. On occasion, she has been the object of unjustified hostility, which has resulted in erroneous assumptions and unfounded accusations, some of which have been justified. Because of one such unfounded claim, Ray became enmeshed in a high-profile adultery incident involving Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Because of their names' similarity, fashion designer Rachel Roy was mistakenly linked to Jay-Z as his purported girlfriend. Ray was unfairly singled out by angry followers due to a false identity, and Roy's ambiguous Instagram post about good hair generated speculation. Despite her disengagement, she was the victim of hate speech and retaliation, highlighting the dangers of disseminating misleading information online. Her spouse, John Cusimano, has also been wrongfully accused of infidelity, which has made Ray's situation worse. Because he often appears beside her in the media, particularly on TV shows and social media posts, John Cusimano is well known. The world has taken notice of their perfect love that has lasted for more than 20 years thanks to their lavish wedding in a Tuscan castle and annual anniversary celebrations. Despite the romance and glamour, their relationship has been plagued by rumors of infidelity. A number of women were said to have had affairs with Cusimano. a Florida woman, allegedly met Cusimano in New York in 2000 and had a multi-year romance with him, allegedly exchanging narcotics and cash. This was a really scandalous rumor. Ray has vehemently supported her husband in spite of this, claiming the accusations were baseless. She added that she had known Cusimano's whereabouts every night since they were married, thus dispelling any suspicion of improper behavior on his part. Despite the fact that tabloids and gossip columns usually exaggerate these claims, the couple has chosen to focus on their love and its strength. In addition to her problems, Ray's professional path has also been criticized. Ray's culinary skills are criticized by some in the food industry, who claim that her popularity as a chef is more a result of her charm than her skill. She has drawn criticism from certain chefs who believe that her quick and easy recipes oversimplify and undervalue cooking. Despite these complaints, Ray has millions of fans worldwide because she is so approachable and can make cooking enjoyable for everyone. Ray's charitable activities have also come under scrutiny as some have charged her of not doing enough to help the community. Ray has refuted these allegations by highlighting the positive work being done by her charity, Yummo, to educate families about healthy eating and assist disadvantaged children. Ray's dedication to helping others and her passion of giving back to the community are at the core of her job as a public figure. Even though Ray has a good image on TV, you know that she has faced enormous hurdles. One such disaster was the horrific fire that started at her home in upstate New York on August 9th, 2020. Ray's puppy, Bellaboo Blue, and her husband, John Cusimano, were home when it happened, but fortunately they were unharmed. Unfortunately, their beloved pit bull terrier, Isabu, did not have a good outcome. Isabu was killed in the fire that destroyed the house. Ray and her husband were devastated by the loss of their cherished pet after the accident. All that was left of their house after the fire was destroyed were memories and an incomprehensible emptiness. Even in the face of this unfathomable loss, Ray's determination to get well and start anew in his life and home was clear. The fire's lesson about the need of cherishing every moment spent with loved ones, whether they be human or animal, marked a turning point. Despite the sadness, Ray found courage in her love for Ezebu and her will to do respect to her memory. That's the end of it. Rachael Ray's journey is an homage to her tenacity, adaptability, and dedication to her craft. Ray has endured personal sorrow and health issues, but she has never wavered in her passion for food or her goal of enabling everyone to cook. Her life is a motivational example of how one may overcome adversity and achieve amazing feats. Remember that when you see Ray on TV, his friendly smile betrays his strength and resolve.